Hello everyone, my name is Rudranil and today I will be sharing with you a story named Lockdown Diary. It is 6th October 2020 today. I don't know when this will reach people. On December 2019, on a sunny Saturday morning, I and my friend were attending a tuition class. The teacher never ever looked in his mobile phone, but this time he was deeply looking in his blue smartphone. He started, "Do you know, Rudranil, that a virus named Corona is invented in China? It is spreading there and people are getting affected. I always knew that viruses enter a device and make them destroy." I asked, "So, if that comes here in India, it will affect our phones and computers and destroy them?" Sir smiled and began, "Virus is a microorganism that is smaller than a bacterium that cannot grow or reproduce apart from a living cell. It invades living cells and uses their chemical machinery to keep itself alive and to replicate itself. Yet, it is also true that it enters in devices and damages them." I was surprised to hear this. As Sir teaches us science, he would be knowing every part of biology. That day, after the class, I came back home and said my mother that so and so happened in the class. My mother told, "Your sir is very much right. Do you know that Nipah virus came in Kerala from bats some years ago? Now you don't have to research on them. Study hard. Your exams are coming. After the exams, you would get enough time to research on them." I was in class 5 then. That year, it was announced that the final exams, which were to be held on March, will be held on February. Days passed and the final exams arrived. When I successfully completed all the exams like English 1, Maths, Science, etc., my family organized a trip. Some of the members were afraid of Corona. Still, we went. Our school for the next session would open in March. I don't remember the date now. When we were coming back from the trip in the train, my mother said, "Look here in the school website. School reopening date is postponed." I was sad as I was missing school by that time a lot. After 2 days from our return, I got my class 6 books. Now, the saddest part of the story begins. Corona by this time had already arrived India. On 22nd March, a Janata curfew was arranged by the government. No one would be allowed to move out of their houses except police so as to break the chain of coronavirus. Just the evening of the Janata curfew, my grandfather said, "Look here, so many people have gone out and saw the government arranging a lockdown," showing his phone. That day, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi said everybody to bang their dishes and clap their hands for the COVID fighters. The next day, my father went to office so as to stay for 10 days of the lockdown. I, my mother and my grandmother were alone at home. Leave going out. Even going to the neighbor's house those days were prohibited. I was having coughs, sneezes and fever in that time. My family members were very tense, but I was soon very well. The 10 days lockdown increased to April and then to May. Nothing was available below our house at our gate. We had to go out to the markets for shopping. Oh God, I miss my school very much. When will this boring lockdown get over? My father's stay became longer as well. A new term named work from home developed, in which people were doing job from home in laptops, desktops and mobile phone. Another term named learn from home developed. Our school told to open accounts in Skype so for the online classes. I was very excited as I would be joining class 6 classes, though it was online. Everything by then was online. Communication to grandfather, father, sister, aunt, etc. were all online. shopping, working, learning, exams, projects, everything were online. Soon, in May, I got a call in the afternoon. It was my father. He said, I am coming home today for a few hours. I said, okay, Papa. That day, he came home with lots of snacks which I love, vegetables, groceries, meat, etc. After 2 hours, he again went back. Now, in those days, sanitization was a major problem. If someone visited someone's house, by that time we were going to our neighbor's house. We distributed some vegetables to my maternal aunt's house and my sister's house, as my father brought a lot. After some days, no one was maintaining lockdown anymore. Though it was lockdown, everybody were going out. Corona was becoming terrified by them. Our relatives were getting affected. Anyways, even I learned riding a bicycle in a day. I was riding it by the next day and not learning. People started going out. Buses, hospitals, which without corona patients started, but not train. And so this is being continued to this very day. Another fact, I completed my class 6 half-yearly exams today, and that also online. Don't know this online concept will reach till what extent. Thank you very much.